Welcome to By the Railside Podcast. I'm your guy, Zach, and that's your guy, Jordan.
Yeah, I'm a guy.
Yeah. And soon, next week, you'll see he is a guy. We got some upgrades for the whole podcast. The whole screen, if you watch on YouTube, it's going to change.
It's gonna have my face, and I'm not excited about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're gonna get so much more viewership, and I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Hey, look at this fucking guy. Is that like derogatory? Or...
Like, I'm going to take whatever you say as you're impressed. So,
Wow, that guy's really big. Yeah, I know. I'm jacked. I'm yoked.
Don't forget the usual socials. Follow us on there and catch us at twitch.tv/bytherailside. We're moving it to Saturdays now. We're going to record live. We haven't nailed down a time yet. Anywhere between 7 and 10. It could fall in.
So pretty much like when you call a plumber, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll be there between 8 and 5."
Yeah.
just watch the channel, interact with the offline chat if that's a thing. I'm assuming it is. Be like Jay Schlatt.
Yeah.
Haven't gone online in 2 years, but the chat is still active.
He just pops up on random people's.
Yeah, that's it.
This week, continuing on with the MCU, we've got Doctor Strange, and goddamn, this is good. Starring Benedict Cumberbatch, Rachel McAdams, Tilda Swinton, Benedict Wong.
Yeah, playing Wong.
Yeah.
I didn't realize his name was Benedict Wong.
Yeah.
So I saw that and I was like, is that like a mistype? Like, is someone seriously racist, or did he just have like the perfect name for the part?
Yeah. No, he was typecast.
Do you think they ever had issues on set when they're like, yeah, Benedict to set, please?
Yeah.
Wait, which one? what flavor do you want? None or MSG?
Yeah.
See, it's not racist because I joked about both of them.
MSG Wong.
That might be slightly
Yeah,
racist.
that was bad. Yeah. Oh, there's one more. Oh, it's the guy I can't say his name.
Schnugenfrauen.
Chawita. Fuck.
Chihuahua?
I can't say his name.
Chibata?
And it's not like it's a bad thing. It's just I can't pronounce his name.
Chiweedle Ejiofor?
Yeah, that one.
I don't know. I probably butchered it.
Yeah. They're better than me.
The whitest pronunciation. Chiwetel Ejiofor? He's my favorite
Yeah.
actor.
Big faves. Yeah.
I don't want people to get the wrong impression.
Yeah. And, well, we'll get into the review just after we get a description of the movie read by Jordan.
So this was originally typed by Blazer346. If you're out there, send us a message, because you've done a lot of reviews, and I think our next category should just be your top 10.
Yeah.
You're basically a co-host at this point. Anyway, so Blazer346 says, after a horrible car accident, brilliant neurosurgeon Stephen Strange must find a way and a cure to healing his hands. His quest brings him to Kamartaj in Nepal, where he studies under the Ancient One, who teaches him the ways of magic and alternative realities. With new skills of interdimensional travel and spells, Strange soon discovers that he must protect the world from a deadly enemy who is out to destroy it. Again, not 100% accurate, but if you've never seen the movie, I guess that would be pretty enticing. Yeah. He's not out to destroy the world. He's out to absorb it.
Yeah.
Become part of the one.
Yeah.
The collective.
Bring it into the realm of darkness.
I believe he has a branch on Earth already. As I understand it, it's called Scientology. When they saw this movie, there was suits out the ass. They're like, how the fuck did they find out about this?
I thought it's weird. I was like, why is Tom Cruise's eyes look like that? Now I know.
They're not real.
Yeah. They are Dormammu.
What
which
Mama?
Is the Dormammu.
Okay, I thought you said Normamu, and I was going to be like, oh, thurr.
Excuse me. Take that back.
Maybe you just can't pronounce any names.
Yeah. Yeah, I just have a problem. It's tough when I fuck up my own.
Why can't you pronounce my name? Why can't you just change it? You know?
Yeah.
What do I gotta fucking call you like Dormammu?
Yeah.
Bill.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that was hard. 4 letters. You can cut it down to 3
Yeah.
if you're American.
Who's that? That's Mark.
The destroyer of worlds, the absorber of galaxies. Mark. And then you hear from the fucking background at the very end of the movie. Oh, hi, Mark. Snap.
Snap.
Tommy Wiseau is
to it.
Thanos.
The intro of this movie is badass. It jumps right into great CGI work, and I think it's really important in this film. Like, this film started like into the mystic arts side of the MCU and into the Marvel stuff. And the intro fight between Caecilius, who's played by Mads Mikkelsen, which I forgot to name, and the Ancient One, and plus all of his little cronies. That was sick. That was actually really well done.
I have questions about it. Like, if even if I am like a librarian, you're still a magic librarian.
Yeah.
Do something.
Yeah.
I understand, like, there's like a dozen people, but like, just punch one. Whip out a spell and like zap someone in the dink. You know, like, don't go out like that. Don't go out like a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if I'm getting jumped by a dozen dudes. I'm fighting. I'm taking one down. That's my goal. Like, I'm hurting someone else because I'm not the only person going down here.
Just so happens that the first librarian they had is a pacifist.
Yeah, it's just like, what spells do you know? Well, I know all of the defensive spells, and I've learned a couple memory spells to purge all of the attacking ones out of my memory. Like, I'm a pacifist, and Caecilius heard that. He's just like, oh, we getting that book. Why didn't he take the whole book? That
You only
I feel
need
like,
a few pages.
yeah, I understand, but then you have like the entire book on time. You could have done that and like snorched the like just get one of your boys to go grab the Eye of Agamotto, because you got to know what it is at that point. Like, that's such a more powerful item. Like, you really want to bring your family back? Eye of Agamotto?
Nah, can't defeat natural law.
Yeah, you can. He's trying to
You
defeat the natural law. He's make everything immortal.
He just
Part of
wants
the law.
everyone to live forever.
Which that didn't seem like life to me. Those planets were small. Stephen Strange could stand on one, and you could still see him.
Yeah, the Dormammu realm seemed pretty. It was definitely neat. I like the look of it and everything like that. And Disney Plus added in an IMAX version of this one, and it was so pretty.
The sound I have issues with, and I find this with a lot of movies, like the volumes are all over the place.
Yeah.
So like, I'm cranking the volume just to hear them speak, but then I got to turn it down later because a car went by.
Yeah.
And the decibels shattered my eardrums. I got people from the fucking place next door calling me and be like, "Hey, what's going on? Is there a car in there?" Like, no, I'm sorry, I'm just watching a movie film.
I had that whenever I would switch between like headsets all the time in Discord.
Yeah.
And then just normal talking, but the volume doesn't reset. So it's just like hucking headphones. What? No! God!
Hey, you guys want to play Fortnite? Fuck my ass!
Turn into Hawkeye. need that hearing aid.
Ma.
They got tinnitus. Oh.
Other than that, though, I didn't really have too many issues. Just the volume. That's all I had problems with. And one big thing, they mentioned the multiverse several hundred times in this movie.
Yeah.
And I'm exaggerating with that number, but they mentioned it quite a few times. And the multiverse isn't a thing because the TVA makes it not a thing at this point in the MCU. Spoilers.
Yeah. But I don't know if you noticed this. When Mordo and Strange were fighting, when Mordo was using his levy boots, he had a staff, the relic, and the relic was the staff of the Living Tribunal.
Yeah.
Which is the runners of the TVA. So I think the Sorcerer Supreme and sorcerers and stuff like that, I think they sort of have a connection and a knowledge of that. And I think for them, multiverse was more like how there's different realms. Like, instead of like multiverse, it's more like realms and stuff like that. Because there's a dark dimension, or sorry, dimensions would be better.
Yeah.
Technically, there's like the Nightmare dimension, which I think we're going to see in Doctor Strange 2 with Nightmare. I think he's going to be one of the main villains. But I think that's what they sort of meant, or their version of the multiverse was. And now it's definitely fuckered. We're going balls deep into the multiverse. For those of you that haven't watched the Spider-Man trailer, fucking go watch that.
Yeah.
Because, whoo!
All of them. Watch the English one and specifically the Brazil one if it's still available, because that one had more juicy tidbits.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do the Brazilians get that?
Well, like the scene. This is huge spoiler, so if you don't want to hear about Spider-Man, I'd skip ahead 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But like I think the TikTok that you sent me, where Lizard gets punched in the face.
Yeah.
That wasn't in the English one.
Really?
Yeah, that whole scene wasn't in it. You never got to
Oh.
see what is that his is that his name? Lizard?
Lizard, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you never got to see Lizard in the English trailer. Like I watched it a couple times and I don't recall seeing that.
I wonder who is. Oh, goddamn! It's 1 month. 1 month. The 17th. Oh shit.
And even the Green Goblin in that scene was different from the Green Goblin in the English one.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was Straw Hat Goofy on TikTok. He was saying like maybe they like over time morph into like becoming that universe's villains,
Yeah.
which would be good. And it would also I like what they're doing with Spider-Man as well, because just from the trailer when they said or when Stephen Strange, Doctor Strange, said that they're coming from other universes, like that just blew my mind, because that means anyone can cross over.
Yeah.
So any and all like previous Marvel movies could become or just like retcon it into the MCU.
Yeah.
I would love to see the X-Men.
Yep.
Specifically like the newer generation, just because I want to see Quicksilver like actually in the MCU.
You don't like Ralph Boner?
I don't mind Ralph Boner. I would just like I just want him to show up as like Quicksilver.
You want a fast boner?
I need a fast boner. Except that's not his name, because it's a separate person. Because I want him to show up, and then like Scarlet Witch sees him, and she's just like, Pietro, and he's like, that's not my name. He's like, wait, aren't you Ralph Boner?
Yeah.
And then he just busts a gut laughing.
Yeah. It would be nice to have those. I don't like Sophie Turner's Jean. I might just not like Jean Grey as a character. Like I like the Dark Phoenix side of her, but Jean Grey as a character so far has just been just a whiny bitch.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
just like, oh, like yeah, my husband's Cyclops, but goddamn, I want to fuck Wolverine so bad, but I can't. But I
Who
can.
doesn't? Who doesn't want a piece of Wolverine in that universe?
Ryan Reynolds.
Are you kidding me? Deadpool would get down with Wolverine. Like, there's got to be some flirting. Like, I know Deadpool and Spider-Man in the comics are like hardcore. Well, no, Deadpool is hardcore in his Spider-Man. And Spider-Man's just like, I want to get away from this man, but he keeps finding me.
Don't touch me. Apparently, Hugh Jackman's going to be making a cameo or a slight appearance in Doctor Strange 2. Apparently.
As what, though? Like, has he been in the MCU?
No.
Ooh.
As Wolverine. Madness. The multiverse of madness.
They should change the name to Multiverse of Cummies, because that's the whole theater is going to be splooshed.
Yeah. Like,
I'm
it's
bringing
not
a
sticky due to the
cucumber.
pop on the floor.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
You turn a black light on, you blind everyone in a 3-mile radius.
What's it? It's like off that the blooper from Anchorman, like a river of ejaculate.
Now I know what the people of Pompeii felt like.
Back to Doctor Strange, the first one. When he ends up getting into a car accident, fucks up his hands. He originally is this master surgeon, cocky, arrogant prick, thinks he can do no wrong. Has a eclectic taste in music, loves watches. Then he gets in a car accident because he's
Driving like an
texting.
asshole.
Yeah, texting and driving.
Passing on a
Looking
double
at
line.
pictures.
Speeding. Driving
Yeah.
like a prick in horrible weather.
Yeah, classic Mercedes driver.
Not a Mercedes.
Audi,
It's a
Beamer.
fucking Porsche. It's a fucking Ferrari.
Oh, whatever.
I don't know.
Fancy car driver. Crunches his hands. That car accident scene was pretty dope. Even though it was it was all CGI. The
No.
look of him, the look of him when he got to the bottom of that hill was like the makeup was spot on.
Yeah.
And he goes through, spends all his money. Then he finally gets to finds a patient that healed his spine apparently, and he wants to know how. So they send him to Comertage to get some spiritual healing.
I just love the way he finds out about him though. Like he's doing physical therapy and he's just being a complete asshole. Like he's referring to this guy as bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
Like sorry, we don't all have a fucking eidetic memory, dickhead.
Yeah.
And then he's just like the bachelor's degree 100% was down with it. He's like, yeah, I'll 100% pull the files. Like it's gonna be difficult, but I'll to prove your arrogant ass wrong, worth it, 100%. And then he just sends it, and he's like, told you.
Yeah.
And then he meets Pangborn, and he's playing basketball, which cripples, to my knowledge, can't do.
Yeah. Not on their feet.
Not with a C7, C8 spinal cord injury.
There's some I think there's like wheelchair basketball. They go hard in the paint.
I've seen videos of it, but it's TikTok. So there's they score, and then it's like everyone cheers, and then all of a sudden, this is Rocket League! Which I think would be good. Like they could get custom skins for their wheelchairs and shit.
Oh, absolutely.
Mine's faster because I have titanium white wheels.
Scooting around, drifting. Oh, beast mode.
Is that an Octane? No, bro, it's the Dominus. It's a shout out to my my Rocket League family.
Yeah. What a great game.
Yeah. You want to hear my review?
So bad at it. Of Rocket League?
Yeah. This is like word for word my Steam review of Rocket League. Cargo fast, hit ball, make goal. And then like I put a couple spaces. Like in all seriousness though, I don't play this too much. Good game.
Yeah.
And then it shows my 780 hours played. I don't play too much.
Yeah.
I'm just casual, you know.
Yeah.
Just Diamond 3.
Every so often. Once he gets to Comertage, meets the Ancient One, and she zlorps him out of his body, and that whole section was just crazy done well. It was just flying through different times and spaces and dimensions, all just to like make him believe that it's all real. And the fucking hands freak me out the most.
Yeah.
It's real concerning. That one, I would if that happened to me, I'm out.
Never do acid.
Yeah.
Never do acid.
Yeah, because that'll pop up into my goddamn head.
Yeah.
Just immediately just... Oh,
and if anyone slips you acid, don't look in a mirror. It's not okay. I don't know if it was just a personal experience, but fuck. Like, yeah, I think I know that guy.
yeah.
What? I don't know that man. I'm getting flashbacks looking at this. Like it's just the hands growing out of his fingers, and then more hands out of those fingers. Like that gets me a little nauseous, to be honest.
Yeah.
I start sweating.
How many glizzies could you hold with that?
Infinite.
Infinite glizzies.
What if you're holding a glizzy while it happens? Does like another glizzy, like a smaller one, grow out of your fingertips? Infinite glizzy. Do you know how to have infinite glizzy?
Go to Costco.
Eat half.
$1.50.
Just always eat half. I only eat half. Forever. Think about it.
No, I don't want to.
It's an irrational number. I've been eating the same hot dog for 20 years. I get to have 4 atoms today. God, I'm hungry. I still eat a full bun, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a savage. I'm not going to eat like one bun for the rest of my life. But once you get down to like a quarter of the original size of the glizzy, no one's gonna know it's a hot dog anymore. So
Yeah.
no one's gonna call you out in public for eating a hot dog. What are you doing? I'm just eating a bun,
Yeah.
slathered in mustard.
Who's eating? Just buns. So like this guy.
I said, no, it's like the La Croix of hot dogs. It's just like hint of wiener.
Fucking soda's so bad. Soda water. Why do people? It's the same with White Claws. I don't understand White Claws. They're just bad. And everyone's like, my old employee, when I went to a Halloween party, he was drinking White Claws, and I was like, what the fuck?
I honestly think it's just the hype at this point. Like everyone's like, oh yeah, you can drink the White Claws, drink the White Claws. Like why? I'd rather just drink vodka and fucking soda water.
He said it kept him hydrated, and yet the next day, like he was toast. Like he was so hungover.
He's a fucking idiot. Alcohol dehydrates you. I'm pretty sure the like 50 milliliters of water that's in a goddamn seltzer is not replacing what the vodka takes.
No.
Is it vodka? I don't know. I'm
I
a
think
man.
so.
I drink real drinks. Give me sex on the beach, buttery nipples any day.
Girls' night out, bro. Girls' night out.
That shit'll fuck your day up.
I thoroughly enjoy a good girls' night out.
I go on a girls' night out any goddamn day.
Any day?
Almost. If I don't have to work 13 hours, fucking horse shit.
The spells I think I have issues with the spells in this. That's my one thing. It's just because they kind of just like conjure it, and they're just like, all right, there's no explanation really on what the spells are supposed to do, or like what they're summoning. So at least like in Harry Potter, at least in the movies, like when they're doing their fucking shit, they're saying what the spell is.
Yeah.
Now in the books, they teach them like, hey, don't like just do it in your head. You can practice enough. You can just do it in your head that your opponent can't know what you're doing. But in this one, it was more just like, hey, this guy's got like a pull-and peel between his hands, and then the other one's just got his shields up, which I guess is okay. It still looked cool, real badass, but
yeah, but there's no. I don't know if you like take an in-depth look and take like pictures of all the different symbols and everything, like they might be different. I didn't really have an issue with that because that's sort of like something that doesn't exist in the world, so
yeah.
They have nothing to go off of, right? Like if it's a science fiction thing, they can like base it on current technology. But magic, it's sort of just like they wanna, and you want to be original when you're doing a movie, right? So you don't want to be like, okay, we're gonna do it exactly like this, like Harry Potter, except no wands. So just like light up jizz coming out of my hand.
I feel like they should have had like Chris Angel do a cameo.
How do you know he didn't?
Oh.
Master Hamir?
Oh.
Yeah, he cut his arm off and got plastic surgery.
Commitment to the role.
It's 100% commitment. It's like that one guy that spent like $500,000 to like look Korean.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's transracial. Let me repeat that for the people in the back. Transracial? Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's a whole other topic we shouldn't we shouldn't cover.
Yeah, that's a rabbit hole. That's like for a New Year's.
I was like, why is this podcast 6 hours long and only one person talking? You start it and it's like, hey, welcome to the podcast. Today we're going to be talking about some things that piss me off. And then you skip 3 hours into it. And it's like, and the fucking Jews. I have no issues with Jewish people, by the way.
No, they've been through a lot.
Oh, there's one on TikTok I have issues with, but he's a dad, and he like always puts his son in videos, and his son doesn't want to be in them. I don't know if it's like a bit they're doing, or he genuinely doesn't want to be in them. But every time the dad like turns the camera on, you can hear the kid in the background or see him if he's like being filmed. He's like, stop.
Yeah.
Every time, and I'm just like, dude, leave your fucking kid alone. Like, let him live his life.
Nah, can't do that. Control. That's what you need.
That doesn't work well.
No, it doesn't.
I'm living proof. Do this. Go fuck off. I'm not doing it now. Shit, that's a good way to not make me unalive myself.
Yeah.
Go kill yourself. Fuck off.
Oh yeah. You don't tell me what to do.
Just to spite you, I'm gonna live until I'm 80. Die of natural causes, like a car crash. I want to go like my grandpa did, peacefully sleeping, not like everyone else in the car.
Yeah.
We're getting real off topic
Yeah.
on this one.
Yeah, this
I think
one's
it's just because this movie's so strange.
Ew. It's also just an enjoyable movie. There's not real much to pick apart, so it makes it tough. You start out, he's thinking he can't do it, and basically when he gets to Comertage, and he's just like, no, I literally can't. My hands are fucked. You know, my hands are fucked. Stop making me.
Look at this shit.
Yeah. And then the Ancient One's just like, your move, Shaky. After she takes him to Mount Everest to basically die. You're like, hey, you're going to get it or die. And then as she's waiting there, and Mordo comes in, and he's like, how's our trainee doing? And she's like, we'll see. He goes, oh, not again.
And that's like, I found that really, really funny. Just like the whole exchange. Like, he didn't question it at all. I 100% would never stand in front of a person that is the only way I can get off of this mountain. Like, I'd peek my head through the portal and be like, oh yeah, cool, I'm gonna stay here, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not dressed for that weather. I don't have any training. I don't even have a, what are the guides called? Sherpa? I don't have a Sherpa.
Yeah.
But I mean, it worked, right? Like, he finally, after seeing the man with one hand do a two-handed magic circle, he's like, I got this, no problem.
Yeah.
Something I really would have liked would have been like, because she can see the future, or she says that she can see into the future.
Yeah.
Something I would have liked is for like her and Mordo to just like stand there, and then she's like, all right, we gotta go, and like does a circle thing, but then it goes back to like Steven's old apartment or like the hospital.
Yeah.
Because I don't think. Well, I guess it makes sense because in my mind he wouldn't picture Comertage. Like, it would be the place he's most familiar with. So like the OR.
Yeah.
And then he just like drops in there, and then everyone stops, and it's just like, what the is that? Is that Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
And then the bald headed chick come through with the black man in the dope fucking outfit.
Yeah.
And they just pick him up and go through a portal, and then everyone's just like, you know what? Press play, and it's gonna be the man with the flugelhorn.
Yeah.
Feels so good.
Everyone's just like, man, these 12-hour shifts are killing me. I'm seeing shit.
We just looks around like, that didn't happen. There's a leak in the anesthesia.
Yeah.
We're all gonna sign this NDA. No one's gonna talk about this ever.
Because he ends up going back to the hospital after he does all the studies, and Caecilius comes to destroy the sanctum in New York because he already did London. And how would you tell us what are these sanctums? What's the purpose of the sanctum?
Agamotto, who is like the father of all sorcery on Earth, he made the sanctums in places of power. So I guess it draws on the interdimensional power. We'll say for this one,
Stonehenge.
That's not a place of power. Yeah, but it's not. He would have built a sanctum there, and there would be no Stonehenge.
That was his starting point.
No, he had to make a shield around the Earth, and obviously you do that in London, New York, and Hong Kong.
Yep.
What about the butt of the Earth?
Antarctica?
Yeah. Was there just like a shack that he built? There's like one sorcerer. Whoever gets banished out there, you're just fucked.
I feel like there's gonna be like there's one guy out there like in the new Star Trek movie when Kirk finds Scotty and he's just like on his own and he's like, about time.
Like, what'd you do? The Ancient One had a dog, and then I did a magic on it, and I tried to turn it into a horse.
Yep.
And it just became sentient and killed itself.
Why?
What do you? It's just like, it's too much. There's too much information to process. Like, yesterday it was all about farting, sniffing, eating poop, pooping, eating said poop. And now I got to learn about taxes.
Yeah.
I got to fucking learn about all these emotions before I had happy, sad, and uh-oh. which can lead to happy or sad. That's it. There's only 3 choices.
Yeah. God, I love dogs.
We gotta get a dog.
We don't have time for a dog.
I'll quit my job.
Oh yeah, the sanctums.
Was
so,
Comertage not a sanctum then, or is that just
No.
like their recruitment office?
That's like yeah, it's just that's head office.
That's head office.
Yeah.
I feel like head office should be one of the sanctums because like that's where you would have the biggest concentration of people that can do the magic.
Yeah, that's what happens, and later on, once Stephen Strange becomes Sorcerer Supreme.
Has he become Sorcerer Supreme though?
Yeah.
No.
By the time that Infinity War comes around, yeah, he's Sorcerer Supreme.
I don't think so. I think he still has a lot to learn. I honestly think him like cleaning up the mess in the second one is gonna be his like.
That's where he gets
his ascension to Sorcerer Supreme, because like he's far too inexperienced at this point. He's too arrogant. He's still breaking the natural law. Like that's your whole fucking shtick, guy.
Yeah.
Did you not listen to anyone? That's the reason Mordo left. He's like the bill comes due.
Yeah.
I ain't got no money.
Yeah, but full apple.
So he just fucking no.
I can eat the apple and then
create.
Could you imagine
crystals in the sky?
If when he was like doing that thing to the apple and he's just like, oh, we got to put it all back, and then that last little bit just.
That's what I was wondering. Like, is that just infinite food if you keep rewinding the time on an apple? Like, can I put an apple in a time loop and I just like eat it, and then wait 2 seconds and then it reverts back to a full apple?
I don't know.
You could solve world hunger. I mean, they could probably solve world hunger anyway. They're fucking magic.
Yeah.
They can manipulate time. I'm pretty sure they can make food grow or at least water a crop.
Just go to Dormammu. That's all you need.
No, his soil's fucked,
bit
bro.
Of darkness.
You see how much fungus was on that planet? It was growing at a rapid rate.
Yeah, mushrooms.
Alarmingly rapid.
It's mushrooms.
Not all funguses. You can't eat all funguses. I mean, okay, correction. You can eat all funguses. It's just the amount of time that you're alive afterwards greatly varies. Like, yeah, another way to put it is like there are certain mushrooms that you eat one, and that's enough food for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Because you'll die in the next 6 seconds.
But goddamn, did it taste good?
Worth it, 100%.
Yeah.
What did it taste like? Fuck you. Try it for yourself, asshole. Those are my last words. It's like that guy who stuck his hand in lava and won't tell anyone what it felt like.
Yeah.
You want to know what it felt like, so he did it. And now he won't tell anyone.
100%.
Fucking sulking about it. I bet it felt like putting your hand in lava.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I feel like it's when I'm doing dishes and I accidentally have the hot water on too much and then I just dive right in. I think it's like that.
I feel like it's trying to grab a hard-boiled egg out of a fire.
I actually feel like it wouldn't, like it hurt initially, but then it's going to go real quick. Like, it'll probably go like, and then cold. Because
or nothing.
It's going to be, your nerves are just done. It'll melt the nerves.
But then it's like, I don't know if it would travel up the arm, right? Because your bones would be getting cooked at that point.
Yeah.
So it's not so much the pain from where you're putting your hand in, it's the rest of the arm. Because it's like, hey, there's a hand there, and I can't feel it.
Yeah.
This is wrong.
And you get that phantom limb pain.
Speaking of hands, I really enjoyed. There was only one part where I was like, he's not shaking his hand, but it was towards the end, so I don't know if that was like him using his magic to heal his hands at the same time. But throughout the entire movie, when his hands were fucked up, I thought he did a fantastic job of showing it, whether it be like in his physiotherapy or just doing everything. He would always have the shakes, and it looked like he was actually straining to move his hands.
Yeah.
Something they could have done to like really solidify that acting is just put him in the car before the crash and just hope it fucks up his hands.
Yeah, I'm full method on this one, guys.
Yeah. I feel like method acting is the future.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Don't fucking... Oh, yeah, okay. So we're going to have you sit in this car on the lot, and then we're going to CG you driving over a cliff, and then we're going to just, like, huck the empty car over the cliff and show an explosion. Like, no. Let me do this. I'm a method actor, all right? Yeah. What would my character be feeling right now? Fire's hot and metal is heavy.
Yeah. Hurts my nerve. Cloud,
Makeup's melting. Hurts my eyes.
yeah. Yeah. Those the blades, the invisible blades that Caecilius and his followers were using, that was pretty neat. I don't know how you fucking stop that. Like, I know it's a slight tinge, but your reaction time on those and Strange's reaction time were fucking great.
Oh yeah.
Just whipping that shit out of the air. But then he got shanked in the back because he listened to fucking the bad guy.
He get shanked
Classic
in the
mistake.
back. He should have got shanked in the back. He got shanked in the heart, or in the chest, because he's like, no, you lost your sling ring, and then he touches his. He's like, fuck. He does the panic pat down. It's not there. I gotta turn around and find it. And then what did he find? The fucking
blade.
Mirror dimension blade.
Yeah.
Was that what it was? Because it looked like that. Because when they got hit away, it looked like when the ancient one like hit the mirror dimension the first time.
I think so, because the mirror dimension does, like, you can do a lot of dark shit, just like in the dark realm or dark dimension. So I think that's what they were, and yeah, him just getting stabbed in the chest, then that the badass fight, the astral projection fight, where he's just like, hey, yo, zap me again, let's fucking crank this bitch, which, it's impressive that he thought that he would not have any marks on his body after that. Like, that would have cauterized the wound.
Yeah.
For sure.
That was his plan the whole time.
But she still stitched it up. There's no burn marks or nothing.
That was just for show. Like, she was literally just stabbing him. Like, do you feel this? Do you feel this? I think it's fucked. Like, there is severe nerve damage. And he's like, don't fucking talk to me about severe nerve damage.
Yeah.
Shaking the I really enjoyed that
People
fight as well.
Call me Michael now.
Like Jay Fox?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were talking about Tyson.
No, the shaky one.
Michael Tyson, you know?
Yeah.
I can call him that because we're friends.
Are you?
You can't prove that we're not.
Why does he come over?
He doesn't like you. He doesn't like white people.
That's fair.
I'm talking about like white people. I'm talking about the type of people that buy a fucking Costco-sized thing of mayonnaise.
It's Miracle Whip.
What is Miracle Whip? Mayonnaise.
No, it's whipped dressing.
The fuck is whipped dressing? What does that even mean?
It tastes better. That's what it means. There's more sugar. Probably.
What? Okay, so what is dressing?
Made with eggs.
What is dressing then? Because in order to get whipped dressing, you have to have dressing first and then whip it. Correct?
Yeah.
What is dressing?
That could be anything.
This is the great question. Like, what is nog? I understand what egg is.
Oh.
What is the nog?
I have eggnog in the fridge.
Oh.
Yeah. It's cheaper than fucking cream and milk for some unknown reason.
Because it's the holidays.
Because it's nog.
Eggnog is fire.
It is.
Do you know, actually, fun fact, do you know why it's only around like at Christmas time?
Why?
Because the Earth has a limited supply of nog. So we have to like keep it safe.
Yeah.
And that's why we have to limit it and ration it to only the holiday season. So
okay.
Big government was just like we gotta limit it. Like obviously we're gonna have it year round on the island with all the llamas you can ride for free and all the kids you can fuck that have been trafficked.
Is it in the center Earth?
No.
No. That's not where Nog comes.
That's
from?
not real. Nog comes from the moon. The moon base, run by Nazis. Made of cheese.
No Nazis in this movie, though.
There's probably some Nazis in this movie.
All those relics, I want to actually know what all those relics do now. They just hucking them around. The fucking, I can't even, I don't know how to describe it. I guess the harness.
The jail suit?
Yeah, the jail suit. That's a good one for it.
Yeah. You're thinking BDSM.
Yeah.
Like that's a prison on on wheels, bro.
Yeah. Mads Mikkelsen acting. I don't know how they're just like, hey, this is what's gonna happen to you. Can you just do it?
Yeah. He's gonna huck this BDSM suit at you, and he's like, "Don't even worry, I got it in mind. I'm a method actor." It was kind of weird. I don't know how they did a lot of the stuff. Like, I guess for the first scene, they probably just put wires or ropes around his arms and then just had people hold him.
Yeah.
Or probably had a lot of people because they're like, "Ooh, the actors that were portraying the flunkies. They were just like, no, I can't hold this man up. Are you kidding me? You fucking book nerds?
Yeah.
Is there no magic to like pump you up?
Yeah, get juiced.
But I don't know how he's doing that. Like if they actually have him in a harness or he's, because that's a hard position to hold, like leaning forward with your arms behind you.
Yeah.
No safety net for if you fall on your face.
Yeah. There's got to be wires in the back. No, because he's not like moving at all. I think they made that suit. I think that's practical effect.
Well, could be.
That's a practical effect for sure. Oh yeah, for you, those of you who don't know, we actually have the movie going beside us while we're doing the review because we're geniuses.
Yeah, we got big brain.
Yeah.
2000 IQ.
Except last week when I forgot to turn it on.
Don't worry about it. It was turned on eventually, was it
Yeah.
not? Also, we're that last week was a wash because we didn't do the like summary of the movie until the very end. And I know for a fact you didn't edit it.
Nope.
Fuck that.
I turned the volume up on us and then turned the volume down on the train sound, and that's all the editing you need.
Why don't you just like take the train sound into an audio program and lower the volume?
I'm doing that.
Yeah, no, but if you do it once, then you don't have to do it every single time.
Yeah, but that's my editing. I want to actually do like something. You
do subtitles. You got to write down everything that we say and
Nope.
then add it to the video. It's fine.
That's a lot of work.
What do you mean? Okay, so take your phone.
Once we get our 7th like listener, then we can hire someone to do all that.
That's true.
Yeah.
We'll go on Fiverr and we'll pay someone $300 to.
Yeah.
Hey, can you make subtitles for us? Also, we hope you speak English because we didn't write out what we said.
Yeah. And Fiverr's fucking like it's not $5. Like that's a lie. That is a lie.
I mean, well,
I was like,
$5.
hey, this is my little envision, and they're like, hey, yeah, that'll be $300 US, and I was like, guess I'm doing it myself.
Yeah, you're fucking silly. I can talk to someone on Instagram to do this for like $30 max.
Yeah, I could probably find someone in town.
You
Hey,
get a crackhead. One of the fucking stoplights because they're everywhere. They have to be organized. Because I've seen the same people cycle through different intersections.
yeah, they just rotate. It's fighting over turf.
What is so special about the street corners? Or not some of any street corners. It's just like the little partition where the lights are.
Sometimes I feel bad because whenever I drive by them, it's always in my work clothes, which are very nice. And the odd time, because I'm at a stop, so I look around. Yeah. And then I accidentally make eye contact, and then they start walking towards me, and I'm like, oof, I don't have any change.
This is awkward. That's why I just flip them off. You know? Come here, buddy. I open my window and everything. Come here. I wave them over, and then, hey, fuck you.
Yeah.
Get a job. You're hungry? Oh, me too. I'm going to go buy some food with my money. Go to my house.
That's so bad.
Yeah. No, I've never done that. That was what we call comedy.
Yeah. Pure satire.
Although I would. Like, I have told who I assumed was a homeless person to go fuck themselves before.
Yeah.
Because I pulled up to a stoplight and I was like, I got $5 cash on me, which is so rare. I almost never have cash on me. So I was like, I opened my window. I was like, hey man, here. He's like, seriously, that's it? And like he had the money.
Yeah.
And he was like, seriously, that's it? And he was like waving at me. I was like, no, it's not. I snatched it back. I was like, go fuck yourself. Window up. I was so irate. Like, and I've had people, way off topic now, but I've had a homeless guy. I was like, hey man, I'm going here to get some food. Like, do you want me to grab you something? And he's like, nah. He's like, you have any money though? Like, yeah, I'm going to go spend it on food. Do you want anything? That's not drugs.
Nah, someone just want that drug.
Got to get that fix.
Yeah.
Here's what you do. You go do what the other drug addicts do. Suck a dick behind a dumpster.
You earn it.
Yeah, you work.
You work
That
for
is
a
a
living.
job. I respect homeless people that suck dick for money more than homeless people that don't.
Yeah.
You got to hustle? That's fine. You do you. But you want your drugs, you're... Get on your knees.
Earn it. Taking out an eye.
Well, what's that? An ATM over there?
Oh.
I have my debit card. I want to know how, jumping back into what this podcast is about, I want to know how when Strange is fighting the evil boy in the astral realm,
Yeah.
why doesn't he get fried? Like, Steven is absolutely fine being shocked twice now,
Yeah.
but the other guy just gets crispied?
I think he's channeling the energy.
Oh,
I guess.
okay, yeah, because his hands did sort of
Yeah.
glow a little bit, so I guess he could have been channeling a little bit of magic in there as well. I thought maybe it had something to do with like proximity to his body, because like Steven
Maybe.
was basically right beside himself, whereas the other guy was like halfway across New York.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact distance to where he used to work, and where the sanctum was.
Bleecker, which is a throwback to Sherlock.
Hell yeah,
Great show.
which Benadryl Cumberbatch also played.
Yep.
I thought he did a fantastic job. I also really liked Martin Freeman as Watson.
Yeah.
Fucking sniper with a pistol. What? Have you seen the BBC version of?
Yeah.
I really like when he's like the guy that just like the taxi driver that kidnaps people and he challenges him to a game. He's like, here, pick a vial. One of them's poison. And like him and Sherlock were doing that, and then John shot him before Sherlock could confirm if he was right in his choice, and he was so triggered. Was I right? You can't die yet. Was I right? Take it. Find out, idiot. Go to a hospital. Be like, hey, I might have just been poisoned. Why?
Yeah.
I needed to know if I was correct.
You test this out for me. It was interesting, the transition of the character of Strange. He goes from the cockiness, like I can do it all, and then until they ask him, like, hey, like we gotta save the world here, and he's just like, no, fuck that. Like he's still stuck to his own. Like I don't kill people, I save people.
Mm-hmm.
Which was neat, but I think he eventually, well, I guess he didn't directly kill Caecilius, but he was a contributing factor.
No, he didn't kill him. He gave him what he wanted to be part of the one.
I guess that's true.
The Eternal.
And has he killed anyone?
He killed one dude.
Which one?
The crony that he like zapped.
Oh no, but like after that.
Oh, after that, no, I don't believe so. I know, well, no, because Caecilius had two cronies, and he still had two cronies when they were fighting at the Hong Kong Sanctum. So
Yeah.
I don't think he killed anyone. He got deaded a lot.
Yeah.
Dormammu just had a fucking like he ran a train on him over and over again. That's something I wanted to talk about, but I do want to quickly mention that. Did you notice in the very beginning of the movie when the Ancient One like first bopped him out of his body into his astral body?
Yeah.
The first thing he did, he looked at his hands, and I thought that was like, oh, he's like looking to see like through his hands. But then he noticed, like he looked at him and he stopped for a second because they weren't shaking.
Oh.
Yeah. And even like that was the first thing he did when he got back. He looked at his hands and they were shaking again.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Teach me." She's like, "No. Fuck out my house."
Yeah. Get out of here.
And then wait, where was I going with that? I wanted to mention that we were talking about the Hong Kong Sanctum.
Yeah.
And he hasn't
cronies.
killed people. Yeah. How long do you think he was in the time loop? Because like I feel like his magic went to another level. So I feel like he was there for like years.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people said. Like that's how he advanced so quickly, is because he just held Dormammu in that infinite time loop for a crazy amount of time. So he was able to just either gain knowledge or something like that. Because going from there to Infinity War, like he's very much advanced. You can see it when they fight on like Titan and stuff like that. We'll get into that one when we get to Infinity War. But yeah, it was a long time, and it was a brilliant trick that he just thought of off the cuff, basically. He just right off of Caecilius after he said, he's like, yeah, it will become part of Dormammu, where there is no time. And then he's just like, ooh.
I got a rock for that.
Yeah. And then he went in and was just like, okay, no time at all. if this guy's never experienced time, let's fucking give it to him. And holy shit, I guarantee that would piss me off. So to me, it would be the same as when people ask me to repeat myself over and over and over again, even though I've said it like twice. And at least it's after the second time I started to get mad, because the first time, okay, maybe I mumbled or maybe I talked a little quiet, but the second time you asked me to do it, I'm basically yelling at you. And then the third or fourth time or however much, it's going. And I know you're gonna do a joke.
No, just write it down.
Just write it down to him.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
I can't do it over the phone.
Send him a text. Send him an email. Like, hey, what's your fax number, asshole? Let me write this shit down so that, like, the only reason that you wouldn't be able to read it is you're fucking dyslexic.
That would be so unfortunate. Deaf dyslexic.
It's Helen Keller.
Do you think people who read Braille can be dyslexic?
I don't know. Like, how you gonna fuck up a bump? Like, that's what it is, right? It's just a different series of bumps. So I guess if you didn't learn it properly, like if you didn't go to a school or have a teacher that did it, was just like your parents like, all right, if you get like this feel this bumps, feel that means A.
Yeah.
So I guess if you were mistaught, but that's what it is, because like I feel like it's more accurate, if anything.
They fucking go quick.
Yeah. They got both hands. I'm like, fucking, I can't read with both my eyes. That'd be like reading a page each with each eye. It fucking. This book's great.
Yeah. That's how Doctor Strange studies so well.
And that's how I think
his eyes
actually
go crazy, just like Buddy in the wheelchair in Scary Movie 2.
He's gonna figure out a way to like stay conscious while also using his astral form, and he's just like, I can read like 4 books at once now. I got like my left eye and my right eye on both of my bodies going at the same time. That's how I think he like progressed so far with his spells with Dormammu, is because of his eidetic memory. So like he could consume all that knowledge, but he had the time in like the time loop to actually like process it and try it out. I want to go back and see if you can tell the difference between like the first iteration, because like his shields lasted a couple seconds maybe the first time he got blasted, and then later on it showed him and he like held it for 5 or 6 seconds. Yeah. So I want to see if there's like, you can see a slight progression with his spell casting, like even the time and everything, because he definitely progresses way faster than anyone has seen. Even when he like first uses the time stone, Wong and Mordo were just like, how'd you do that? Yeah. Like, where'd you even learn the what is it? Where'd you learn the litany of spells needed to cast that? And he's just like, I got a photographic memory. Yeah. Like, new language? Yeah, as long as I got Google Translate, I'm fine. I can speak ancient Sanskrit. Well, not speak it, but I can read it.
Yeah. No, it's definitely impressive, and I think that's probably why the Ancient One knew. Like I think her play on just leaving him outside was more just like a punishment, almost like a lesson for him to learn, because she's already seen where he goes. Yeah. Now in the movie, it's she's seen all the different possibilities for him, so he can only be guided. And I think he uses that like later on, especially when it comes to Infinity War, and he's just like, hey, I just saw like 14 million possibilities, and we just went in one. Yeah. So it's definitely crazy how quickly he advances in his magic casting. As the Ancient One, she ends up dying because Caecilius stabs through his disciple, sacking the body. He knows he's almost like a Thanos, a little mini Thanos, just doing what's necessary.
He did not sack the body. He sacrificed a body. Yeah. Usually sacking the body is like, I'm going to dive in front of it. I'm going to make that sacrifice. But he just stabbed his friend. Well, not even friend, his
disciple.
Crony.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you're my student. I'm going to teach you how to do things. First lesson, how to die. Yeah. I'm going to stab you with the mirror dimension.
And then, so they get her to the hospital, and she astral projects out, and I think it's they're talking, and the background looks sick because it's all like slowed down. You see the lightning and then the snow. Um, and even though she knows what's going to happen, she's already foreseen what's going to happen. She knows she's going to die. I think it's almost, um, it's very human because she's like, even though I know it's going to happen, I've already accepted death. There's still that little bit of fear um, that it's ending.
I think it's especially for her because like she's been alive for centuries upon centuries at this
Oh yeah.
point, and she's seen the future before, but never past this point. And so what that is like she's lived knowing what was going to happen or like having a general sense of what is going to happen for centuries, and then all of a sudden, what's next?
Yeah.
Because like there's definitely something else for her,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's like rebirth or moving on to like another dimension or something like that. Uh, and so that I also think she used the moments to like drill into Steven that it, like she said, it's not all about you. Like he still needed those lessons.
Yeah.
You saw throughout the movie his humility was like slowly, I don't know, building.
Mm-hmm.
Like he wasn't being such an asshole. A few parts, it's usually when he like refers to himself as doctor, like when he corrects people.
Yeah.
I find like that's how you can tell. The clencher for me was at the end, or right before that scene when the ancient one's on the table, and he picks up a scalpel and his hand starts shaking, and he immediately gives it to the doctor that he was like fucking clowning in the beginning of the movie, and just like 100% just whipped his dick out in front of him and was like, check out this majesty. Cover your watch while I perform brain surgery without being able to see into this man's brain. And when he like finally like he realized at that point that I think his career as a doctor was actually over. Like he's not getting his hands back.
Mm-hmm.
And that was his like final step into fully accepting the role of like being the sorcerer and not being such a complete shit.
Yeah.
Although he definitely is a complete shit still. You can see that in Infinity War when like him and Tony first meet. Like he's just an asshole right off the bat. And I don't know if it was his Cape's personality or like he sent it like a telepathic message to like slap his hand. Like don't touch that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. So I think like the character development was huge in this movie, but in my opinion, I think he's still got a ways to go before he becomes the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
Was he wearing the Eye of Agamotto in any of the trailers? I don't recall seeing it.
In the trailers for
Multiverse of or for Spider-Man, I guess.
yes, yes, he was.
He was okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that means he's mastered it then. Since well, I guess he was wearing it in Infinity War and Endgame too.
Yeah. He wore it throughout those. It's interesting because Buddy fucking destroyed all the stones. Oh wait, no, he didn't. Sorry. Yeah, he did. But then all the stones went back to where they were in the respective timelines. So I'm real interested to know why in No Way Home he has it because unless the time stone's just not in there and he just has the Eye of Agamotto.
Yeah, it could be
But
just.
because I'm
Yeah, I don't
assuming it's
know.
got more magical properties than just harnessing the power of the time stone, because it's literally from Agamotto himself, right?
Yeah,
So
like he was the one that made it, but he made it to contain the power of the time stone. So maybe I'm thinking the eye itself absorbed, because like we don't know. He like Agamotto was the very first sorcerer, and the Sorcerer Supreme has been the Sorcerer Supreme. The ancient one has been like for centuries, right?
yeah,
So how long has the time stone been in that eye? Maybe the eye itself like absorbs the powers in some sense. Like maybe he can't do like obviously like I'm just gonna reverse the time on the entire fucking planet, like 30 minutes. Uh, but maybe he can still do like little shit like oh no I'm out of food, psych. reverse time.
Yeah.
I want to see how they deal with that as well, because I don't know. Like, it does get destroyed, but then so do all the other ones. But are they still, like, do they still exist? Because obviously they do. Tony snapped. I think
Yeah.
they do still exist because it's now a different timeline.
Yeah, but in Endgame, it's described that you take it out and sort of just branches out. Like
But no,
that
because
one sort of hints at like the
Mm-mm.
multiverse.
They kill Thanos. They kill the past Thanos before he had a chance to get all those stones. So
Oh,
he
okay.
never had the stones to do it.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's where it's like confusing, because like they killed the past Thanos, therefore Thanos didn't exist to get the stones in the first place and never did the snap. But then if he didn't do the snap, then they didn't go and kill past Thanos, and now we're stuck in a loop, and I'm getting a headache.
Yeah. Release me.
When he
Oh.
went to the past, and then
Yeah.
the appears past came to the future, and Gamora, and she's
Yeah.
dead. But
What a great line to the villain though for an end. Just Dormammu, I've come to bargain. And then he's just like, after a while, he's just like, please, just let me go.
yeah,
He's like, no, 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 I came to bargain.
yeah,
And then that's how he did it. Now, to me, that also suggests that he's been doing it for a while, because Dormammu was like fully agreed. He's like, yeah, okay, fine, I'll leave this place alone.
yeah.
He was completely fine with just be like, nope, all right, you're right, I'm out. I'm never coming back here. So, in order to induce that much torture, you gotta have been there for quite some
Yeah,
time.
he's been there for a hot minute, and also the fact that I think Dormammu was like starting to realize two things. One, the longer that this loop goes on, the stronger this motherfucker's gonna get, and eventually he may be able to take me out.
Mm-hmm.
Because like he doesn't know how much he's read, so he's read the Book of Cagliostro, the Book of Time. He could have read the other ones. We don't know that, and like we don't know how many books and how many spells that he's like read about, so he can now process and learn and practice over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And two, if he's stuck in that time loop, like he can't numb any more planets.
Yeah.
So like fuck it, like I'm out of this time loop. I'll you can keep your one planet as long as you weren't like, yeah, no, you're gonna stay in the dark dimension and not take any more planets. Then he would have been like, I don't know, boss. Like that's a heavy toll. Like I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah.
I needs my munchies. So he took the deal of I get 3 people from Earth. I get a little taste of Earth, and I can just eat other planets now.
Yeah.
It was a pretty sick deal.
Yeah. Dormammu was actually played by Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
He did the voice because he did a fucking great job as Smaug in The Hobbits.
For all 5 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit. Give me more Smaug.
Yeah. More Smaug.
Is it Smaug or Smaug?
I don't know.
Next week we're going to talk about this in depth
Yeah.
for a 4-hour podcast. Just me and Zach screaming at each other.
Smaug.
Milk! Give me the milk, Josh!
But yeah, the them fight, and then Caecilius just getting zorped up. I like how it wasn't a full, like, almost disintegration. So it shows that maybe, like, they do survive in this realm. They're just, like, in just constant burnt.
Yeah, I think they just like crust over, because I honestly think everything in the planet, because like stuff is always moving and growing on the planet that he's on, and all the planets in the background are constantly moving and everything like that. They're all literally connected.
Yeah.
So I think he just like absorbs something out of the world and the people. So the people just basically become monsters. Like they're absorbed. He absorbs the light from them almost.
Yeah.
And they just become like creatures of darkness at that point, and they lose all humanity. So they wouldn't be sentient at that point. It's just they're minions.
Mm-hmm.
But also I don't know if it's just like the world that he's standing on, or if all the worlds get like compacted, because that shit looks small. Like that's definitely like smaller than our moon.
Yeah.
Like that's the size of a fucking blimp.
And I think it's just basically the connection. So I think he just yoinks power. It almost looks like just like molecules all connected together.
Well, there's a
But-
fucking conspiracy theory for you.
Yeah.
Maybe the universe is like the star is the nucleus and the
or-
planets and the.
All one big connected thing.
I'm actually just a toddler's shin.
Ooh.
Welcome to Earth. Next stop, Owie Town.
Owie down.
Yeah, because he's gonna skin his shin.
Yeah, the makeup and the costumes in this were all great. I really don't even think like anyone played their role bad. Like the acting was all good. The comedy bits in it were good. The fact that Wong was just like impervious to laughter until the very end when Strange made the the joke about the warnings being at the end of the book.
And I don't understand. Like, I thought that was really well done, but is that like Wong realizing that he's gonna be the next Sorcerer Supreme, and he's just like, shit, I was a real asshole to this guy. Now he's gonna be my boss. Like, I gotta start kissing ass as soon as possible, because that's like the only time he laughed throughout the movie. Another question I had, do you think Wong knew about Beyonce? Or after like Strange joked about it, then he like looked it up, and that's why he was listening to Beyonce. Like, oh, I'll check her out. She's only got one name. I've only got one name. Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why wouldn't you go with like Madonna, or Sting,
No.
or
Adele was a good choice.
no?
She's got a new album out. She's got pipes.
Who'd she break up with this time? Oh wait, no, that's Taylor Swift.
Yeah. So her albums come out based on age. She put one out at 19, then one out at 21, and now at 30.
21 came out a while ago. Holy shit!
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking make me feel old. 19-year-old came in. Their birthday was yesterday, and I'm like, fuck, you're a baby.
Yeah, it's rough. Age is. I just watched the TikTok. It's just like when you got a sore knee in your 20s, you're like, oh man, I should go to the doctor and get this checked out, get some physio going for this. And it was just like sore knee in your 30s, and he's just walking around, just like hobbling, and he's like, guess this is just how I walk now.
Yeah, it is 100%.
Yeah.
My knees sound like someone you're stepping on a bag of Doritos whenever I fucking squat down.
Yeah, whenever I stand up and there's a pop, I freeze, and I'm like, wait a few seconds. It's almost like when you have like some bad like sushi or something, like gas station sushi, and then you fart and then you have to wait.
And it's like it gets a little bit too hot.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta wait till this cools down before I decide if I need to run to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I don't know. Well, it depends on which knee for me. If it's my left knee, I'm just gonna like move it around, and generally that means it feels better because something popped back into place.
Yeah.
If it's my right knee, I'm instantly panicked and I just freeze.
Yeah.
And then I wait and I slowly move it. And I'm like, okay, no pain, no pain, no pain. Normal amount of pain. Yeah, no, I feel this all the time. We're good. Back to the movie, I wanted to know if you noticed that, like, at the end, when he was about to put the Eye of Agamotto back on the stand, he looked at it and then his hands. And then the cape, like, fucked off, and that's when he's like, okay, fine. Like, I'm not going to break the natural law again, for the 7th time in this fucking movie.
Yeah, he's super, but I think that was the final, the last sacrifice he needed to make in order to get to the spot where he's going to be, is, because in What If, you see that what if Steven actually went back, because in that dimension or that realm, Christine actually came with him to the speaking engagement, and he ended up killing her.
Yeah.
He got in the accident and killed her, and he wanted to go back and save it, and then he became, like, way past Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
He became a freak.
Universe Supreme.
Yeah.
That's what we call it, yeah. That's what we call the Cutlass Supreme.
Yeah. Then you get to the post-credit scene.
Sorry. You know how many sorcerers you can fit in this bad boy? One.
You get to the post-credit scene, and you see good old Thor in the first one, hinting a little too much that Doctor Strange is going to be real helpful in the third Thor movie.
Yeah.
I think, which is a bit of a letdown, but Thor Ragnarok, which I believe is our next one.
Yes, it is.
Best Thor out of all of them.
hands down. Well, best Thor yet.
Yes, that is true. We get to
Second
see
best
Love
is
and
definitely
Thunder.
the first one, and we will never speak of the non-existent other Thor movie.
Yeah, unless it's to use as clickbait, because that one got it's got like 24 views on YouTube.
We watched
Because-
Thor: Dark World and literally puked.
Yeah.
What?
It's all about. That's what it was. Just like worst rated movie yet. All with different capitals all over the goddamn place, clickbaity titles, bullshit. Anyways, and then you get to the last one, last end scene, and it shows Mordo going and yoinking powers out of the other sorcerers around, and Buddy fell, and he went full crip.
Yeah, I mean that's
It was
what.
like
Because he had he basically
I thought
goes
he just
back to
couldn't walk.
the C7 C8. No, because it said he had full paralysis of the lower body, partial paralysis in his hands,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, the full like complete sever of the C7 C8 spinal cords. I had questions about that because like, first off, couldn't you just like go to other sorcerers? Like, you don't have to tell people. The only people that currently know that you're out of the game are Wong and Steven.
Yeah.
Like, just go to Comertage and be like, hey guys, we're gonna have a meeting 1-on-1, right? You're at 7:30. You're at 7:31.
Yeah.
Why are the meetings so short? Shut the fuck up, 7:30. You're now 7:29.
It'll be interesting to see because he's going to be in the next one. I want to see where like the progression of that, because he played a really good character. More like he was almost like Captain America, like later on Captain America, where he's like, no, this is not right. We have to do this. But he ended up going full villain route.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see what happened, the development of his. Just in general, I'm looking forward to the second Doctor Strange movie, because it's unfortunate it's not going to be the same director. Scott Derrickson did a great job on this one. He left the second one due to creative differences. But they brought in Sam Raimi to bring it out, because this one is going to be more horror-esque compared to most of them.
Yeah.
Which it's just going to be great. The fact that they're spanning out the multiverse and then hitting all these other different heroes and properties, just so excited. It's just a great time to be a movie fan, a superhero fan, a Marvel fan.
What do you think that's? I have a feeling. Maybe not a feeling, but I kind of hope that they do. That's the movie, like Multiverse of Madness, is where he becomes the Sorcerer Supreme, because maybe he gets challenged by a bunch of evil motherfuckers. Like Mordo could challenge him.
Wanda.
Yeah, Wanda. Or Agatha Harkness.
Yeah.
Because she's getting her own show. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's going to be like was it a before or after? Or has it been said?
It hasn't been said. They just, it was basically just like title card announcement type deal on their Disney Plus tape.
Fucking stop being so goddamn stingy. Give me the deets, Marvel.
Yeah.
You wait till like there's almost less than a month and you release the Spider-Man trailer?
That's on Sony though.
I gotta take time off.
Yeah.
I gotta fucking like wax my pole to that shit.
Yeah.
I had to apologize to a customer. I was like, hey, I'm watching the Spider-Man trailer. I can't help you right now. I'll help you in 2 minutes and 34 seconds.
Yeah. And then dive into all of it. What do we got? I think it's pretty good. You're probably just dead after working 13 hours, but
a little bit, and I haven't. Fuck. I wanted to get home so that we could do the podcast. So I was like, yeah, no, I'll just cook something at home. I don't have food. I have rice. I have rice. I'm gonna die. Fuck Doctor Strange though.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning of the movie, fuck him.
Yeah.
He is a dickhead. He drives like a dickhead. Get off your fucking phone. Like, I understand, oh, it's hands-free. Yeah, except when you're using the tablet built into your car to look at x-rays.
Yeah.
Also, fuck him for not helping Rhodey. Little bit of a mention is like a guy had the spinal injury to his lower butt, in an experimental armor suit. I want to see, like, now knowing that call was about Rhodey, I want to see their interactions in the next movies to see if there's like a little bit of like fuck you.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why Tony's so antagonistic to him. Like, he knows. He's like, yeah, you're Stephen Strange, right? Like Doctor Strange, the guy that wouldn't help my friend Rhodey,
Yeah.
because he said, oh, there's 50 other people that could help him. 50? Are you
Yeah.
fucking with me? Like, you don't even know if this guy's got medical care.
Yeah.
He's going through the VA. Nope, you're fucked, buddy.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, you got a spinal injury? Yeah, we got you an appointment next year. Don't
Sorry,
worry.
you're homeless now. You're asking for money and sandwiches.
Start sucking dick, buddy.
Yeah.
You get some money.
Yeah, definitely that. But the development, it was good to see that swap into the actual hero role. I like when they do that, where it's sort of either the transition from like weak little bitch to badass superhero is one of like the overused ones. I honestly feel like the starting positions for most of these Marvel movies is all realistically it's all pretty different. I think the only ones that are similar are Doctor Strange and Iron Man, because they're both arrogant, cocky dickheads that were just like, it's basically just me,
Yeah.
and then they transitioned into the hero, willing to sack the body. But like Ant-Man was a criminal turned into a hero.
Well, he wasn't really a criminal. He was like a gentleman criminal, if that makes sense. Because like he was doing the right thing. That was more like of a Captain Anarchy thing. Like he was doing the right thing the wrong way.
Yeah. Black Panther is more just like royalty, almost like when we first see him in Civil War. He's just like a revenge hero.
Yeah.
That leads into it. I think Spider-Man might be the only one that's just like, no, I was given these gifts, so I need to save people.
Yeah. But I feel like that one was the most accurate, because that's like, I feel like that's how a kid that got, or depending on how they were raised, if they were raised well, a kid would definitely feel that way. Like once you have that power and you don't do anything, the bad things become your fault.
Mm-hmm.
And that's definitely like how like a child, well, not a child, but a kid would view the world. Whereas it's like, if it was 26-year-old Peter Parker that got bit by the spider, he'd be like, no, yeah, these powers are getting used for very selfish things.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't stop grabbing your butt. My hand is stuck.
Yeah.
We should try and kiss. That usually works. I heard if you suck me off, it'll. Oh, it's look, it's gone.
Yeah.
Oh no, now it's stuck in your boob.
Oh no. But yeah, and you definitely turned out well. Movie was great. Effects were great. The different dimensions were sick looking.
I liked how they brought the Aguri from Jackass.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were just like chilling across from Kamertage. I guess it's a good defense mechanism. Like, just put a bunch of cannibals across the road.
Yeah.
And no one comes to visit.
Just a gnawing on.
What's this guy doing? Oh, he's just chewing on your arm. That's how they say hello. Well, he's getting pretty deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's a spray bottle.
I'm going with a 9 on this one. Well written, great. It had some good action, good intro to the mystic arts. Pretty straightforward storytelling, and the motivations of like the villain and everything like that were really well done, and all the acting was just great, and the comedy and everything like that.
I'm gonna give it a 9 as well. I was gonna be like a prick about it and be like, oh, 9.374.
Yeah.
But no, this is a almost perfect movie. Like I said, I think 9 will probably be the highest that I'll ever give. Just because to my knowledge, there's never been a perfect movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, a 9. Like, the movie was fantastic. There's a lot of stuff that we probably didn't talk about. Like Rachel McAdams' acting, I thought was fantastic throughout the entire film.
Mm-hmm.
One of the funniest parts is when like Steven just like goes through the portal in the closet, and then the mop falls and she just freaks the fuck out. Like, that would definitely happen. I feel like it's a bad aspect for a doctor who performs surgery in the ER.
Yeah.
Because, like, what if something goes down outside, like a car crashes into the building, and then you're like, oh, panic. Uh-oh. This man's heart is not supposed to be outside of his body. uh,
Yoink.
but yeah, 9 out of 10. Fantastic movie. Fantastic acting all around. The plot is solid. The portrayal of the characters I thought was phenomenally done. My only gripe is that I'd like to see more.
Yeah.
Give me the fucking the Snyder cut of the MCU. I will watch 4-hour movies for every single one of these.
Yeah. I think it's definitely too long of a wait for Doctor Strange 2, but
The way they did it was all right because there's a lot
Yeah.
of other Marvel stuff that they released in the interim. Now that I think that like the Infinity Saga is over, they'll definitely. I think they're gonna go more in depth in each of the characters, but they'll
Yeah.
probably do it like one a year or something like that.
well, they're
We're a
wanted
couple
more.
a year, yeah.
I think I think their goal is like 5 movies. 5 movies a year, and
Yeah.
then at least I think like 5 movies a year, and then a bunch of TV shows. So I think it came out to like either 7 to 10 properties per year. Like
Yeah.
like
That's
things,
doable. That's like
which-
what, one a month,
yeah,
one every
and
2
if-
months.
like, and if you're getting pissed off because the Marvels is I can't keep up with it, just fucking watch it. Just enjoy it. You don't need to keep up with stories. You just because they're doing it. It's like someone said. It's just like the comic books. You can just follow one character that you want.
Yeah, follow the
And-
stories that you want, and fucking. You know what the great thing about movies are? They're not limited time.
Yeah.
Once they come out, they're out
Yeah.
forever. They're not gonna go away. It's like, oh shit, they recalled all the DVDs of Spider-Man. Fuck you, I'm not giving it back.
Yeah.
You can't erase my DVD from there.
Yeah.
Are you gonna drive around with a magnet, huh? What are
Yeah.
you, Jesse Pinkman?
Yep.
Science,
Yo.
bitch.
But yeah, just keep watching, keep listening and watching to us, and let us know what you think of the movie, what you guys give it a rating of on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Send me an email.
I'll give you my fax number. You can tell me to
Yeah.
fuck off.
But yeah, join us next week, next Saturday. We're gonna watch Thor Ragnarok, and goddamn, I'm excited. Taika Waititi's debut in the MCU as the best character, Korg. But yeah, other than that, you guys take care, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.